Well, I vote we leave him.
Well, he's a dipshit, but we can't leave him, can we? I mean...
But all I want to do is get back to Omi, and you put that at risk.
How?
Wait, don't I get a vote?
See, I get Kenny's point, but not Kristen's. What the fuck?
Of course you do.
Ben's nice. He's my
I mean,
friend.
she's obviously talking about the door, but...
That's my vote.
On second thought, I think I'm...
We're strong enough to deal with it.
I've seen enough of Crawford to know that becoming like them is the beginning of the end.
Yeah?
I vote Ben stays with us.
What about the rest of us? Don't we get a say?
I mean, yeah. Oh. That's fucked up. Oh my god.
Damn right.
That's
Vernon,
just...
come on!
That's just fucked up. That's not fucking fair, dude. That's not fucking fair. You know, Bree especially had to go through all that fucking shit, and she just gets killed in the most,
So much
like,
for the armor.
least heroic way possible kind of thing. It's bullshit. That one really annoyed me.
Rounds. That's it.
Yeah, because she was already beating through the ringer, and then oh man, they just killed it just so cheaply. That's not cool.
Come on,
with me.
there's got to be a way out down here.
Well, there goes that idea.
It's not gonna hold. Back upstairs!
You're fine, Kenny.
Lee, look!
Let's do this. Oh. Back up. Okay, they're falling down like chumps. Lay down, nerd. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god, fucking brutal. Oh, what the? God damn it. This is the most simple, one of those simple parts, and I'm dying here. Shit. Get down. Okay, fair enough, I guess. Come on, thank you. That's what should have happened. Run! Good shooting, Tex. See that? Get down, bitch. See there? Oh shit. Nope. Shit. See there?
Come on!
There we go. Aw.
It's all right, Clint. I'm fine. Any way out of here?
This leads to the roof. We might be able to find a way down from there.
You didn't come into town from the railroad, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? Never mind. I can see the sewer where we came in from here. I think we can do this.
Well, what are we waiting for? Go, go!
Let's do it.
Ben, come on, let's go!
Ding ding. What the fuck? Oh my god. No. What the hell was he doing there?
Hold on,
Fucking there
Ben.
chilling
I've got you!
on the bell, the ring rope thing that rings the bell.
Climb up! Come on, you can do it!
Oh man.
There's no time. You have to go now.
Fucking around, Ben! Come on!
Let go Go, damn it! Get Clem and the others out of here!
Lee,
Can pull you up, man. What?
Lee, we both know.
What?
Let me go.
No. You may be a dipshit, but we're not letting you. Come on, man. Ugh.
Why?
That's not how things work, Ben. It's not how things work.
Krista? Everything okay?
Oh,
Still
me!
got your life, Ben. Yeah, you fucked up, but it's not. You're not a bad person.
Hold on. Is he dead? Krista, don't! Stay back!
I never should have left you. I'm so sorry.
Krista, get away from him.
Fucking.
Hey. Back already?
Fucking making you think he was dead. I was so fucking relieved,
We
dude.
got you medicine.
Good.
I do love what I mean.
Feel like I could use some.
Should be good,
You
right?
okay, kid? You look worse than I do.
We almost didn't make it out of there because of this asshole. Should have left him behind when we had the chance.
No.
Guys,
not how
what the
things
hell
work,
happened
Kenny.
out there?
Let someone else tell you. I got work to do.
Okay, with a little luck, you should start feeling better pretty soon. I'll stay here for a few more hours to check on him.
Okay.
Let me know if you need anything.
Thanks, Doc.
Yes, thank you so much.
Maybe now's a good time for you and me to have a little talk, in private.
Listen, man. About what happened to Bree.
Don't beat yourself up over it. There was nothing you could have done. You want to know the worst part?
What?
I don't feel much. I mean, I don't feel enough. Shouldn't I be broken up over what happened to her? That's how I was when I lost my daughter. When I lost my friends in those first few weeks. But now, it's like I just take something like this in stride. Like this is what our world is now, and we'd better just get used to it.
Yeah, I can understand that.
What did you want to talk to me about?
I know you care about Clementine. Anyone can see that. And I know you want what's best for her. But this plan of yours, putting everyone on a boat with no destination, do you really think that's her best chance of finding somewhere where she can be safe? Because I don't. So I want to make you an offer.
What kind of an offer?
I'll take her off your hands, take her back with me to my people. We're well supplied, well hidden, and a lot of us have had kids of our own. And now Crawford's fallen, we got nothing left to fear from them. She'll be safe with us. Safer than she will be if she stays with you, I promise you. That's what you want for her, isn't it? To be safe?
You're coming at me with a lot here, Vernon.
Yeah.
I need to think it over.
Of course, take your time. But I want you to think about some things. You're a good man, Lee. You've been protecting these people as best you can so far, and they look up to you. Rightly so. But it's different with a child. You might have brought her this far, but sooner or later she might ask you for more than you can give her. I'm sorry if that's hard to hear.
I think I know what he
But
means.
it's the truth.
I appreciate it, Vernon. Let me think about it, okay?
I think I know what he
You
means
do
by that. But shouldn't it be up to Clementine as well? Can't she make the choice? She's already proven like she's beyond her years, you know? Yes, she's only 8, but she's grown so much even in the like 3+ months we've been with her. She's grown beyond her years, meaning
Hey,
she probably at this
going
point
somewhere?
has as much of a right to decide for herself.
Yeah, I'm about to head out.
I can see what
I just wanted
Vernon's
to
saying,
say
and he has the
thanks
best intentions,
for
but
everything.
It's been fun.
Like I said, Clementine is...
What are you talking about?
Clementine is
Working on the
already
boat right
beyond
now.
her years and
Thought
what
you
she's
were
had to
coming with us.
learn
Got no
in all
share
this
in it.
time.
Yeah, I've been thinking it
So
over.
she's kind of
It's
outgrown
not for
herself
me.
to the point where,
Sounds
you
like it'd
know,
be
she
pretty
can make
crowded,
the
and I
decision
never
for
did like
herself
the
as
water.
well. It's not
Sure
just
about this?
like
I'm sure. I've
what Vernon
always done better
says.
on my
It
own
matters, but
anyhow.
Clem can, you know, she's had to grow up so
Listen,
much, she's done so
I'm
well
not
that she's
much for
outgrown
goodbyes.
herself to the point where she
All
can
the
make
others
the
were.
choice for herself. If she wants to
Sure.
be with Lee,
You
that
take care of yourself, Mommy.
the choice can
You
be
too, Lee.
hers as well as anyone else's. But you can see where Vernon's coming from. You know, they
You be
they
sure
are
to
the
take care of that little
safest.
girl. You know she thinks the world of you.
Yeah, and that's the point.
Good luck.
Ain't nothing to do with luck.
You know, because she cares so much about him as well. You know, and he's been her greatest teacher without her parents being around. I don't think Clem would go.
Hey, sweet pea.
Kenny's working on the boat.
I know.
What are we going to do after he fixes it? Where will we go?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. We always do. Clem,
Yeah.
what's wrong?
Is Ben going to be okay? He doesn't seem the same since he got back.
Well, he's been through a lot, Clem. He's just gotten a little overwhelmed, that's all. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Before we leave tomorrow, will we have time to look for my parents?
I'd like to, Clem, but I don't think we'll have time. We really shouldn't stay here any longer. It's not safe.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Clementine. I'm so sorry.
But that's another thing as well. Like, even though I said what I said, like I don't think she'd want to go. The other reason is, of course, her parents. You know, she kind of thinks, well, they could be still around, which is a reasonable thing to think.
Clementine?
Unfortunately, Clementine has had some voice on the radio kind of speaking to
Clementine?
her. You know, there's been that as well, which has kind of swayed her a little bit.
Clementine? Clementine!
Oh no. My instinct says she was taken. She was probably lured out by the guy on the radio, and then that happened. Yeah, definitely taken. And the reason I say that is because there is a thing on there is a choice in season 2 where Clem kind of goes over the story a little bit, and she says, well, you know, I ran away, I was stupid, there was a man who said I knew my parents. I don't think that was the case. I think she was lured out by the guy, but then was taken against her will, because obviously she's left her hat and walkie-talkie out, and she would not do that. You know, she would not go without her hat or her walkie-talkie. She wouldn't leave them behind. They mean that much to her. So, yeah. I think the guy on the radio obviously lured her out and then took her. That's what I think happened. Fucking bullshit.
No. No.
God damn it.
No.
That is messed up, dude.
Lee? Lee? You out here?
I get it.
Lee!
I get it. I think they really...
Are you crazy?
There's a lot of
What are you doing
theories
out
with
here?
this.
It ain't safe.
Lee, where's Clementine? She's not in her room.
Vernon ain't in the house either. What the hell is going on?
Whose blood is that?
It's mine.
Oh my god.
No way. No fucking way.
There's no time to worry about me. Clementine's gone.
There's no chance she just wandered off on her own?
No.
No.
No way.
No.
Who the hell took her?
I believe that.
Last night, Vernon came to me and offered to take her with him. Said she'd be better off.
Son of a bitch. I knew we couldn't trust that fucker.
No, I don't think he would have taken it.
I have to find her.
I don't think he would have taken it without Lee knowing about it. Because if that was the case, he wouldn't have told Lee about it all in the first place.
Clem may not have much time. We have a better chance of finding her if we all go together. Who's with me?
We're all responsible for Clementine. And in your condition, you may not make it to her in time. She needs our help. All of our help.
Damn right. We can't let you do this alone.
So that's settled then. We'll look for Clementine together.
Hell yeah. What are we waiting for?
Thanks, you guys. I appreciate it. Really.
Yeah.
You've always been there for me, Lee. Always had my back when it mattered. What kind of friend would I be if I wasn't there for you now? Bitten or not, I'm with you to the end. You can count on me.
What about you, Ben?
He's awesome.
Now hold on a minute. You're not really thinking about bringing him with us, are you?
Deal with it, Kenny. The way I see it, Ben still has a chance to make things right.
Yep.
If he wants it.
Yep.
How about it, Ben?
I don't know. Whatever you think is best.
Clementine's one of the few good things left in this world.
Yep.
She stood up for you and Crawford when Kenny wanted you gone. Don't you think you owe it to her to stand up for her now?
You're
Yeah.
right. I owe her. I want to do this for Clem, but I want to do it for Kenny too. I gotta make it right with him.
So that was a turning point for Ben for me.
Okay, guys, we
You
should
know,
go find
he
Vernon. See if
really
can
showed
help.
he wanted to put
Let's
things
head out.
right. He may
What
be a
about the
dipshit
boat?
and he might do
You just gonna
stupid
leave it
things
unguarded?
sometimes, but
If someone was gonna take it, they'd have
his
done
intentions are good.
that. Besides, what choice do we have?
His intentions are good though. You know, he's probably the easiest guy to make fun of because he does silly shit, but at the end of the day, we all do stupid shit. Doesn't make us all bad people, you know? And Ben's a good person. I know we made fun of him a lot. It's not been an intention, guys. It's just, you know, that's kind of how they wrote him. But at the end of the day, you know, his intentions are good. And that was like a turning point for Ben for me, because he showed that he wanted to put things right after doing all that stuff. And that was kind of like, yeah, that's an awesome thing. They really gave Ben a bit of a push there. I like that. Freeze.
Where the hell are they?
Looks like they got out of here in a hurry.
Vernon, get out here! There doesn't have to be any trouble here. All I want is the girl. Give her back and nobody needs to get hurt.
I never thought he took her, because if that was the case, you know, he wouldn't have told Lee that his idea. But he had the decency to do that, so I don't think he would have took her without Lee knowing about it. Oh, spit.
Clementine, are you all right? Where are you? Vernon, you son of a bitch!
Why would evil walkie?
Who is this?
It's not Vernon, if that's what you're thinking. And you should really watch your tone. Clementine's fine, but if I were you, I'd choose my next words very carefully.
Oh, come on. Fucking cliffhangers. Shit. So 25% killed the kid in the attic. Wow. That much of a landslide on that. 58% were rational and honest with Vernon. 55% brought it to Crawford. 53% pulled Ben up, and 82 showed the bite at the end. So 13% was everybody bar Ben. 10% were Lee and Ben. 12% were Ben, Kenny, and Lee. 16% was everybody. 11% was Leo, Mead, and Krista. 14% was Leo, Mead, Krista, Ben. 18% Lee and Kenny. And 6% Lee by himself. That makes sense. But yeah, I kind of see what Telltale was saying. They're basically saying, you know, we feel that, I don't know if, I wouldn't say they expected this game to blow up as much as it did. But I think, I'm not sure if it was a last minute decision or that was always the plan, but if it was always the plan, then they're basically saying, we feel, this is a better way of putting it, we feel that we've written Lee so well, and we've made him such a likable character, and we've made him like have a road to redemption and all that, right? We've done all that, and he'd been building him up over so long, so it doesn't feel like long, but it has been because it came out periodically, the episodes. We've done him so well that we feel if we take him into anything past this point, he will gradually lose his attachment factor. And I feel that they did this with Max and Chloe as well. Don't Nod, when they made Life is Strange 2, they made it a completely different story. And I feel it's because Max and Chloe at the time were two such special characters, to me in particular. They were such special characters that they probably don't not feel or felt that if they brought them into season 2 or the second game, that they would somehow lose their attachment because, you know, they're starting to be a more permanent point. You know, they've been around for quite some time. The longer they go on, the more they're worried that the longer they go on, the more they'll lose their attachment factor because people will get bored of them. You know, there's no one new to take the reins and whatever. So what Telltale basically said at the time was, we don't want that to happen to Lee. And we've noticed over the previous 3 or 4 episodes that Lee has become this special character in people's lives. You know, in gamers' lives, really. People who don't even play games, even casual gamers that would probably get into this. People loved Lee. He was one of those cultural characters, very much like Frank West, or there's another term I could give. Frank West was one. The Master Chief, you know, just in the Halo series. Probably you could make a case for Marcus Phoenix in Gears of War. You know, some of Leon and Claire, Chris and Jill. You know, those kind of characters that are are made so special for various reasons. If they came back and kept coming back, they would probably lose their attachment factor. And Lee became such a cultural following kind of character, a character people loved and people related with, and his road to redemption from, you know, almost being taken to prison at the start of the game. And they read it so well, and they did it so well, and people loved him so much that Telltale felt if we don't write him out, and he keeps coming back, will he lose his attachment factor because of it? Will he lose his attachment factor? And we don't want to do that. We didn't want to play the same card over and over and over and over. And yes, you could argue that they do that with Clem, but they don't really. You know, Clementine is the main person in Season 2. She's more of a side character in Season 3 alongside Harvey. And in Season 4, she's sort of the main character, but I think AJ is probably the main push. I don't know, I haven't played the game yet, but they managed to keep Clem from going that way, but wanted to do Lee and write him out. But I think it's because Clem wasn't always at the forefront afterwards that they were able to do that. And they didn't want to do that with Lee. They round because Lee is Clem's, you know, is Clem's teacher. He's not her dad, obviously, but you know, he's kind of her teacher and he's kind of her nurturer. And the bond was so good. They built the bond to be so good and so attachable, like that. If they kept that going and they kept going and going and going, then it would lose its. It would lose it. You know, it's like long-running like TV series like The Walking Dead itself, or in some cases maybe Game of Thrones or Star Wars, or you know, some long-running series do have that fear of being stagnant, and characters that you loved in the first place start to get stagnant with the certain TV series. Now with Game of Thrones and The Walking Dead, I don't think that's happened because, well, Game of Thrones fully finished. The Walking Dead is still going. Star Wars is still having their movies, but they've got like a whole bunch of new cast now, so they've made it fresh. But they didn't. Telltale didn't know how popular this was going to be when they made it, so they wrote Lee so well that if they were to make another one, they would probably write Lee out so he didn't lose his spark. I understand that. You know, I really understand that. I don't like it because I did love Lee and Clementine and the bond they shared and the story Lee had. But at the same time, he, you know, I think he pops up in Season 2 and 3 at certain points in the game to keep him relevant, to keep him in there, but not to keep him there to the point where he's in it all the time and people get bored or you know, just like it just gets stagnant and people lose their attachment to him. And I think that's what Donut did with Max and Chloe initially. You know, they didn't want them to lose their attachment factor, and I think that's what they did with Lee as well. I think that's why, you know, that's why I'm more than ready to walk into Life is Strange 2 at some point over the next year or so, is because I've kind of realized that now. You know, I've kind of realized that they did it for good reason. What they did was for good reason. It sucks. It does suck for people that love these characters, but at the same time, it sucks how it happened. You wish they could have been written out in a better way, like, I don't know, Clem and Lee, they go and whatever. I think you know, but Kenny's the same, you know, Kenny gets the same treatment later, sort of thing. So, but at the same time, Telltale did it right with Lee, and with Lee especially, they did it right. They kept him there, but didn't overdo it, and I think they were worried about overdoing it with Lee, and Lee losing that attachment factor that people have with him. I do understand totally why they did it, even though it sucks. It sucks. It heavily sucks, it does, but I kind of understand why they did it. You know? It just blows. Anyway, so that leaves us then with the final episode in Season 1, with no time left, and then obviously the special episode 400 Days. Now I think because of the situation that's happening, I think episode 5 was the shortest. It was always built to be that way, and obviously 400 Days is short snippets of future characters in the series that really don't turn out to be much of the future at all, but we'll get to that. So yeah, this is quite an interesting picture because I don't know if it foreshadows anything. Look at the grass moving. That's pretty cool. I really love this edition of The Walking Dead. I've loved it. The comic black makes everything pop out really nicely, and the added effects. I think I mentioned this earlier. I think just the feel of this game makes it new all over again. I've absolutely loved doing this so far. I've really loved it. Now, I won't mention this too much, but I kind of didn't like Season 2 in a lot of ways. I think I was still kind of heartbroken about Lee, and then what happens to a character later doesn't help. I don't think there were very many likable characters in Season 2. And then Season 3 kind of won me back, because there was a bunch of new, like, decent characters there. And of course I haven't played Season 4, so... yeah, it's sad because the game loses its anchor, and, like, both anchors. You know, these two are like, they became cultural characters, but Telltale were just fearful, I guess, that they would lose that in people's minds and people's, like, memories if we just threw them in their face and made it feel forced. You know, they didn't want to make Lee the invincible character and make him feel forced into the future installments of the series. They didn't want to force it. And this is how games should be done. Even if it sucks, it's how it should be done. And that's what kind of Don't Nod did with Max and Chloe, I think. And now that I've had time to think about it, that's all cool. I've accepted that. And it was the same case here as well. Season 2 was like, oh, they've lost Lee. What are they going to do? And then I played the first episode. I gave it a chance, and actually, even though I think Season 2 is the weakest, it's not a bad game. I don't mean to say it's a bad game, it's just the weaker of the series that have come out, but it's not... You know, the first episode had won us all over. It was like, yeah, it's already lived up to the hype that the first game curated. So, that was obviously a good thing, and I'm pretty sure that will happen with Life is Strange as well, but that's for a future day. Anyway, I've decided on that long enough, I'm sorry, so... Yeah, the final episode of the season will be No Time Left. 400 Days will be after. And obviously we'll be moving on to Season 2, and Project PC will be continuing. We are getting near the end of the project. It's taken a lot slower than I would like. But we had things happen. And certain things happen while we're here as well. We have kind of a schedule for doing this. We'll probably have to have I'll have to think about what we could do to kind of explain what's happening, because we've not really done that. We've kind of said what we're doing and not how it's working. I'll have to work on that challenge right actually. That's just reminding me of that. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking because, yeah. Alright guys, so we will see you for the conclusion of the season. And we may even do 400 days at the same time. Obviously, you'll see them in the traditional upload pattern. And, I thank you for being with us so far. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I've absolutely enjoyed it going back to this. Seeing it in the graphic black actually gives a new feel on the game and makes it feel like it came out all over again. So, yeah, I'm really enjoying this, and I hope you guys are too. Well, until episode 5 comes out, guys, you guys know what to do. Follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Social medias down in the description. And for Time Lady Games, this is 7 Chaos signing off. Until next time. Peace out, and as always guys, stay awesome.